he felt a flash of panic. "Hey, guys!" Pete shone the flashlight down on the coffin. It was top-of-the-range, hand-tooled teak with embossed brass handles. Robbo picked up a screwdriver. "You're not screwing it down," said Luke. "Absolutely. It'll be fine. He's got the breathing tube." "Hey!" said Michael. But no one could hear him now, and he could hear nothing except a faint scratching sound above him. He kicked out with his legs, but they had nowhere to travel. He tried to push his arms out, but they had nowhere to go either. Suddenly he realized what he was lying in. "Hey! Hey, listen, this is not funny! I'm claustrophobic! Hey!" Pete leaned into the van and switched on the headlights. A couple of meters in front of them was the grave they'd dug yesterday, the earth piled to one side, tapes already in place. A large sheet of corrugated iron and 2 spades lay close by. The 4 friends walked to the edge and peered down. The hole looked deeper now, darker, more like, well, a grave. Their flashlight beam shimmered at the bottom. "There's water," said Josh. "It's only rainwater," said Robbo. No, there's too much. We must have hit the water table." "Shit," said Pete. "It's nothing. Just a couple of inches." "What if it rises?" said Josh. "Shit, man, we dug it yesterday. It's taken 24 hours for a couple of inches. Nothing to worry about." "Okay," said Luke. "Let's get on with it." "Yeah, he bloody deserves it," said Pete. "Remember what he did on your stag night?" Luke would never forget. Waking from an alcoholic stupor to find himself on the overnight sleeper to Edinburgh, arriving 40 minutes late at the altar as a result. And Pete would never forget either. Before his wedding he'd found himself in frilly lace underwear, a dildo strapped to his waist, manacled to the Clifton suspension bridge. Both pranks had been Michael's idea. They hefted up the coffin, staggered with it to the edge of the grave, and dumped it down over the tapes. "Typical Mark," said Pete. "Jammy bastard. He's missing all the hard work. He organised this, now he isn't bloody here." "He's on his way," said Josh. "He knows the itinerary. He should be at the Royal Oak by the time we get there." "Well, he'd fucking better turn up to help us get Michael back out," said Luke. Robbo, who had the walkie-talkie, switched it on. "Testing! Testing!" Inside the coffin his voice boomed out. "Testing! Testing!" Michael banged his fist against the lid. "Hey! Enough! Choke over! Let me out! Relax, Michael! Enjoy! You bastards! I need a piss!" The 4 of them laughed as Robbo switched off the walkie-talkie and jammed it into the pocket of his Barber jacket. Then each picked up an end of tape and took up the slack. Robbo counted. 1, 2, 3. "Fuck, this is heavy," said Luke. Slowly, jerkily, listing like a stricken ship, the coffin sank into the deep hole and reached the bottom. In the flashlight beam they could make out the breathing tube, now sticking out of the drinking straw-sized hole they'd cut in the lid. Robbo grabbed a spade and began shoveling earth over the edge of the grave. With a loud whoop, Pete grabbed another shovel and joined in. Both of them worked hard until there was a good covering of earth piled on top of the coffin. The breathing tube barely showed above it. "Hey," Luke said. "Enough. The more you shovel on, the more we'll have to bloody dig out again. I want to spend the evening drinking, okay?" Robbo nodded, and they pulled the corrugated iron sheet over the top. Rain pinged on the metal. "Okay," said Pete. "We're out of here." "Are we really sure about this?" said Luke. "What if he chokes on his vomit or something?" "He'll be fine," said Josh. "Let's go." They all climbed into the van and drove back to the main road. Then Robbo switched on the walkie-talkie. "How you doing, Michael?"